Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Debunked Paranormal. In today's video, we're looking at 5 clips from the stream. 2 of those clips, I believe it's 2, 1 or 2 of those clips is bonus clips. These are clips that you have not seen in the live stream. And the reason why I'm doing these clips, and I'm only doing the snippets, this short stuff. We're not going to do the whole thing that we did in the stream, just the gist of it. Is because not everybody watches the stream. So I just want this out there, especially the one with the mannequin. Moving mannequin, because I think that's quite good, how we caught them out lying. But before we get started, please go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification button. Also check out my merch, link in the description. And thank you for everybody that bought merch. So we only have 2 people, and here they are. Thank you so much for the support. And then also, if you like what I do and you want to support me or give me extra support other than watching and liking and commenting, is you can buy me a coffee. I love coffee, and these wonderful folks have bought me coffee. So you can also do that. Link in the description. Buy me a coffee. It's going to be delicious. So let's jump into these 5 clips. It's going to be quick, so don't worry. It's not going to be a long one. It is 3 minutes and 12 seconds of total view time just on the clips alone, and the debunking is going to go quick. So here we go.
Felix. Felix.
So that's the first one. So there's this entire story that comes with it. I'm not going to include that. But the fact that you can see the person standing behind the door, but they want to point it out because here when he's looking around, you can already see the person standing there. And then they move away. They half move away. You can see them there. But the fact that they want to make it seem like, okay, that's actually the ghost that stands behind the door. Because there you can't see the ghost, as we can see from this angle. And then whoever's behind the door, you can see their feet. The shadow from their feet is right there. And then they move backwards. And then you can see them. You can see the darkness that their clothes is making. And you can see the shadow that they are casting on the wall behind them through this door, gap in the door. And the fact that they want to point that out with an arrow saying, look, there's a ghost there behind the door is just ridiculous to me. If you're going to fake and if you're going to lie about these things just to get a bit of clicks and views, please do better. Do a better job than this, because this is just absolutely lazy. So this is 100%. You know what? I'll bring my fake button in here instead of editing. So you guys that don't watch the streams can get an experience for it. This is the fake button. 100% fake. No doubt about it. Let's move on to the next clip. So with this one, I left in a bit of the background because this is a medium. And she sees ghosts and speaks to ghosts all the time. Nothing they do is ever a lie. Everything they do is 100% real. The ghosts they capture, everything is real. So here we go.
Now, Rianne works as a psychic medium, so she is no stranger to the paranormal or the supernatural. But one day, while her family is relaxing at home and watching TV, something happens that even freaks her out. Rianne says that her 2 youngest daughters have taken an interest in hairstyling, so they will often have their styling mannequins downstairs. And this is when things take a terrifying turn.
Just real quick. So we get the entire story of why the mannequin head is there where it is. Because we need an explanation for that, and so we get it. That's why it's there.
Everything makes sense. And you're going up what they call the bridge here. You're doing this out, and this is good. And the next one, well, it's not quite as good. It didn't quite make sense to you, but you know, you've already paid for the next one, so you do that one.
The bridge, it's a metaphor. Your spirituality, your relationship to others. The person is supposed to become more able as they go up the bridge. And then there are the casinos operating cases and faking as spiritual beings. That's the soul of the place.
Here's clip 2. My little girl jumped off the couch, ran over to me. I'm frantically telling my husband, oh my God, she just looked at me. My daughter's covering her mouth. I'm like, oh my God. He's looking behind, there's nothing there. I'm covering my face like, oh my God, I cannot believe this happened. And now I'm gesturing at the living room camera, saying, get your phone. You've got to look at this. You've got to look at that footage.
Okay, so we have that entire story. Now, I know for a fact everything that she was saying is a complete lie. And we catch them in their lie. Right over here in the beginning. You can see it a couple of times. But what I need you guys to focus on is... well, I'll zoom it in. So we have the mannequin head there. And then the point of focus is also where it needs to be. Right there. That white part that you see there is actually light shining through from the back. So the cushion, this is the couch, the back of the couch runs along there. The cushion is a bit higher than the height of the couch, the backrest of the couch. And then the table is there, so you can see it's quite a thick table. And then the rest of the couch is there, and then the cushions stick over the backrest of the couch. So that is light from the back side. Now, watch what happens. You can actually see the person moving past there because they block out that light. Check us out.
Everything makes sense. And you're going up what they call the bridge here. You're doing this out and this is good. And the next one, well, it's not quite as good. It didn't quite make sense to you, but you know, you've already paid for the next one, so you do that one.
The bridge, it's a metaphor.
So that's how we capture them in their lies, is because when you do something that's fake, you think, oh my goodness, that looks good. You do not look everywhere because to you, the focus is going to be the mannequin head and not that small little piece of light coming through the couch there. That's not going to be your focus. But those are the places that we will for sure capture you. So yeah, this one, 100% fake, no doubt about it. I'm not even worried. That's definitely fake. I included this one. This one is so stupid, but I included this one anyway.
Okay, I'm so crazy, right? Here you go. Baby is terrified. Hold on.
Okay, so I like this. So she's standing there, someone's knocking, and then it cuts to the scene here. This was after I had my camera set up because I heard noises and had to wash some dishes. Now, I don't know how stupid this is because I heard noises, but you know what? The dishes cannot wait. That has to happen right now, but the noises freaked me out. How does that make any sense? Anyway, so this is happening while she's washing dishes. Now remember, she's not close to this area. Not even close. She's somewhere else washing dishes. Her dog was standing there the entire time. She's behind the door. The dog's like, what the hell are you doing, Karen? Come on, let me in. And then the crazy thing is that she points out the fact that the camera is shaking. The shake. And just this preset thrown in there. This filter. It's not even the camera that it's just a filter. It's a preset. People aren't even trying anymore. They aren't even trying anymore. Now this is the one in the stream that I said was quite long because this is a massive clip. But I'm only going to do this part. This one part is the only part that I'm interested in.
Is there a certain something?
Just wanted to point out that the little light moving on the screen is just a lens flare. Nothing paranormal.
Or certain somebody that's keeping you stuck in this house?
So if you didn't catch that, some shadow figure falls from the door on the floor and runs away.
That's keeping you stuck in this house?
I'm gonna do that again, but with a lighting effect, just so I can show you guys. For those of you, you know what, I'm tired of myself. Sometimes I'm looking for lighting effect and I put in a lightning effect, which would not help us in this case at all. So let's just lighten up the place there. And I'm just gonna boost that a little bit and the intensity just a smudge. Okay, it's gonna jump from here, fall down onto here, and then run this way.
That's keeping you stuck in this house?
Now, I know for a fact that that is an overlay. I'm gonna have to take the lighting effect off for this one first. So whenever you do editing and you have like a color key or a chroma key or an ultra key, something that you have to remove the background from. So in this case, there's a shadow. So it might be a blue screen, a red screen, green screen. It could even be white, yellow. Doesn't really matter depending on what keys you're using. But whenever you're going to be keying out something in a case like that. So let's say the shadow was shot on a green screen. I'm just using an example. The shadow is shot on a green screen, right? So there's a green screen. And the shadow, which is my hand at the time, or right now it's my hand. So whenever you have a shadow and I want to use that shadow, whenever I key it out, because the shadow is so light, you have to set a lot of things in order for the shadow to stand out. Now, when you do that, look, when the shadow comes in, what do you see that is new except the shadow? You have this little dark spot here that is blacker than the shadow. It's darker than the shadow. Now that is the keying out aspect of whatever you keyed out. It's going to leave this entire black mark there because there's nothing there. There's no shadow there. There's no background there. Nothing is there. It's keyed out completely. And so it throws that black mark on there if you do it incorrectly. So the next one is the shadow moving, so that black mark just moves away. But there are other marks that appear. So from there to there, do you see that mark over there that appears? Those marks over there as well, they appear. That is all when you're keying out something. And it's something as difficult as a shadow. A shadow isn't easy to work with properly. But what happens if we put on the lighting effect and we look at that again? Because I haven't even looked. Look how that stands out right now. Now you can see it even better. And then all these marks now better visible. That tells me, yep, 100% fake, no doubt about it. Because a shadow moving, truly moving, wouldn't cause these artifacting. This artifacting that you see here is due to editing. These guys are liars. 100% fake. No doubt in my mind that that is fake. Next clip. And this is the last one. And this one is so stupid. Honestly, I just put it in there for how stupid it is. But this reads, my aunt came to get me and seen my neighbor's kid talking to nobody, so started recording, and this what happened, and this what happened, and this what my mind, and this is what happened. Now how does she know that the kid spoke to nobody? How does she know that? But anyway, from that angle, there could be someone sitting on the floor with their back against the porch there. So with their back against here. The head should be around here somewhere if they were sitting there, if there was someone. But this is a complete lie. That girl is in on it. But anyway.
Where the did she just go?
Look, that's complete setup. But obviously, everybody in the comment section is like, yep, that happened to me. I seen that. That happened to me personally. I found myself recording myself doing that. You know, that type of thing. That's completely made up. The person recording, that's probably her sister, her niece, her friend's sister, somebody that's probably her neighbor's kid. And she said to her, listen, do this. I want to do a video on TikTok. We're going to become TikTok famous. That's all that is. That is not someone that's possessed. That is not someone talking to nothing. That's an act. But anyway, that's going to be it. Shorter one this time. Shorter one. That's going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please remember to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification button. Also, check out my merch. Once again, thank you to the people that has already bought my merch or have already bought my merch. And then thank you to everybody that bought me a coffee. You can do so yourself. Link in the description. Have a good rest of your week. Goodbye.